All right, guys, welcome back to the Fireside Chat Gamer Stories, Long Island's #1 gaming podcast, guys. What's going on? We just sit here and we talk about casual gaming, nothing too crazy, kind of just a nice conversation between gamers. You know what I mean? Today, we got a very dope guest. We got Wheezy.
Hey. What's going on? What's up, fam?
Yes, joining us, of course, Arthur, my co-host, and you already know who I am, Commando FTW. We're here just to provide you guys with some little relaxing conversation and maybe some information that you might not have known. You know, so we're gonna hop right into it. Wheezy, introduce yourself for us, please.
What's going on, everybody? It's Wheezy. NGD. I always say NGD in the mix of it because I'm in a group called No Glitch Dynasty. I have a family, a core group of gamers that we all believed in something back in 2016. So every time I say my name, it's always NGD at the last part of it. So what's up, y'all? I've been gaming for quite some time now. I only say gaming is doing content. I always say myself I'm a gamer, but I've been doing content for some years now, since 2018. But didn't really start seeing production and everything until 2021, and then the rest was history. You know what I'm saying? It's been definitely a great journey.
Just so we have a better perspective, how long you've been gaming. How old are you, if we may know?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you could. I'm 32 years old. I've been gaming since my first game was Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis and stuff. My dad used to sit me down on the potty, just watching
Sega, bro.
Yep, Sega fans.
I used to watch them play all the games, man, and that's what caught my eye as a kid. But then as I got older, it was it's the more of the creativity in games, and that's what sucked me in as a kid. The creativity, the graphics, because it's so funny, like, we go back and play PlayStation 1 games or a Sega Genesis game, you be like, oh my god, the graphics is fucking crazy. But back then, those was real as shit to me. I was like, yo, do you see? Look at the graphics. Oh my god, I just remember that. So yeah, man, I've been doing the gaming for a long time, since I can remember.
So I feel like that's perfect segue into one of the first questions we definitely ask. So like you said, you've been gaming since a pup. At what age do you remember playing your game, and what is the first video game you remember? Like, what drew you in?
What drew me in, because my dad was a sports fanatic, so watching him play NBA Live 95, NBA Live 95, and Madden, of course, Madden. But what really got me into games heavily, like, I always watched them and played a little bit, but Sonic
was the one. Yeah, I feel like Sonic is a solid one to start off on.
Sonic was the one that really, like, because the way the maps look, the color, it was more the view and the visual aspects of the game that had me like, oh my god, like, this is that was amazing. I remember my first two games I fell in love with was Sonic and what was it? Street of Rage. It was a fighting game.
Ooh, Street of Rage. Yep, I remember Street of Rage.
Yeah.
Yes. And
that was a good one.
And then it opened the door to the arcades, going to the arcade. I remember that feeling of going to the arcade or the laundromat. If I see a little arcade at the laundromat, look,
we in there.
Watch the clothes. Let me get 50 cents so I can go ahead and play my game right quick.
Mm-hmm.
The little racing game, man. Those eras will never be forgotten, because that's what made me who I am today, doing the content and everything. My biggest dream was always, when you beat a game, to have your name at the end of the credits. That was like one of my always big dreams. Is like, when you see a game and you beat the game and you see the credits, you see so and so Ryan Fisher. I'm like, yeah, I did that.
That would be nice. That is a nice goal. That is something that I feel like a lot of people in the gaming industry, in the field, like, if you play the game and you respect it enough, that like one of your goals would be to be like in the credits. Like, I know a couple people, musicians, that, they like, one of my friends, he loves DOA, Dead or Alive, and he's a rapper, and so he just kept making songs, but he was really good at the game, and eventually he got in contact with the reps, and like in the last DOA, he got his name. He got one of his songs into like the intro themes, and like his name is on there, and I was like, dude, that's your goal. That's what you wanted. I was like, that's the best feeling ever. Like that's amazing.
That's super dope because that's where I'm going to lean into now. I want to get those connection with the creators of the game and talk to them and like that's like the main goal because all I want to do is get a feature or something in the game or get early play or get my feedback or thoughts of the game or whatever before it comes out. Like let me be that guy. You know what I'm saying? To come through for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
That was like one of those like again it's a main dream and a main goal that I still want to accomplish in my bucket list.
I definitely understand that. So one of the other questions that I did want to bring up, you said earlier, because I always call you Wheezy. I've known you as Wheezy for the past 2 years. I've briefly known you. We've bounced around in conventions together.
Right. So crazy. We always was there, but not there.
Yes, exactly. So you were talking about the NGD. Can you tell us a little bit more about like that origin story?
So back in this is good. So y'all sit back and relax on this one. No Glitch. The real group is No Glitch Dynasty. The name of the group No Glitch Dynasty is, a lot of people in gaming and generation now, they love to find the easy way out of hacking, cheats, and etc. or everyday life. Nobody wants to do the real grind. They want to know, man, what's this shortcut? Let me just find a way to get by and don't really put the effort and grind in. So we came with the group No Glitch Dynasty because we still the originators of getting it out the mud. In other words, getting out the mud, we start from the bottom and we work our way to the top. We deal with all the roadblocks and stuff that comes in our way, but we fight for it. It's I think it's about 5 of us in the group. It's me, my guy No Breeze, and his name is Jay. Then we have another one named Dylan. We on the game we call him Rated. We was the founding creators of it back in 2016, and everybody else kind of came right into it. I had my cousins in there, and I had 2 of my cousins, and I think that's really just about it. We had a lot of people, and when you talk that dream. And I used to always talk about it, and of course, back in the day when we had smoke sessions and conversations, we will talk about a dream and a goal, and everybody like, yeah, we're down, we're going for it, we're all the way in. And then when the work comes through, it's time to put the work in, that's when everything goes left. And then when people start seeing certain people are doing their own, like making their progress, I'm like, hey, I told you I'm doing this, we should do this. Instead of congratulating, it goes to envy and hate and jealousy. And that's when you got to start cutting people off. So the more we've been in this group, the longer years we've been in this group, it was the main thing is watch who we do business with, watch who we talk to, watch who we keep around. Not everybody has the same goals as us.
Yes. So
we keep our circle tight, but we keep it open to the right people. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
So that group is like I live by it. Every day is there's no glitch. We got to get it out the mud, man. No glitching out here. No hacking. No finding the easy way. We gonna find our way the right way.
No, that's super cool. No, I mean I respect that. Yeah. I mean, growing up in New York, and I know Arthur, you're still in New York, I believe. It literally is the trenches. It literally is the trenches. Mm-hmm. Like it's so hard to start your own thing or to try to go and find your own path because there's so many people that will like tell you to do another thing or like take that dream away from you. And then on top of that, you still got to provide and you still got to like make a living the whole time. Yeah. So I understand that a full amount, which again, you're also leaning into all my perfect segues. Because this one's gonna be more for you and Arthur because so I am not I'm very single. I have my cat. that's about my only dependent I have essentially, and I have friends that I look after and stuff like that. But essentially, as far as family goes, I've never been much of a family man or anything like that. But you were talking about how you added your family into the Noglish dynasty, as well as
Yeah,
I know Arthur is very predominant in the esports field, but also has a family of his own. My question
right.
is like, how do you guys integrate that loyalty and that how do you bring family into the gaming industry?
I think Weezy can go first as our
Okay,
guest. I'll
Of
follow up
course.
as a second.
okay. So meaning like family. So, and it's crazy to say this, but as far as family wise, I only have two of my cousins that's like knee deep into my gaming group. One is my cousin Jet, and my cousin Yadi. Uh, when you keep continue to do this business as far as getting out there, like so around 2022, I started to notice that you know you have your family relatives or whatever, they'll only support you when it benefits them. But
Yes.
when you start to narrow down the real like love and support and loyalty, you be like, oh no, they gotta come with me because and then they continue. And then there's times when I need them in any type of situation as far as helping any type of help and support. They're the first two right there. So understanding like, yo, man, y'all game with me, y'all like to them at first to them it was just, man, I'm just gaming with my favorite cuz, but not understanding like, no, we gotta, I got a plan here, and now you starting to see the plan. It's just more like, oh no, man, we working with like we working with family, and that's super dope. So now, as far as me being a father, on the father standpoint, I have a 6 year old son. I have this is I'm showing him that dreams do come true, but you got to work your ass off to get to where you know what I mean. You work for your dreams. You got to work your ass off.
Oh yes.
Understanding that as a father or as a parent, I'm going to. It's not going to be as hard as I had to do it. Of course, that's yeah, of course that. But understanding that if you want something in life, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to fight for it. So I'm showing
Right.
him that again, dreams come true. You just got to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I look at like the loyalty and finding the right people to bring into what you're trying to do is hard, but it's more of learning how to scout people. That's all. That's all I tell you. You gotta learn how to scout people. Family or no family, you
Gotta
gotta learn
figure
how to
out
scout
who's in
people.
your corner, who's not.
That's all. That's all. But yeah, that's I think that's what more I have to like information I think I could drop on that one,
Okay.
man. It's so much more, but I don't want to just keep us going. But yeah,
No, I
that's
feel
definitely
you. No,
one
I
of
mean
them.
that was
It's
good.
legit. I'm gonna make it the same segment, but in a different way. I'll tell you the schedule wise of it.
Oh yeah.
So first of
Ooh,
all, yes, the first of all, when I decided that hey, I do want to make a family, when I did find my wife, I wanted to make sure she's at least into gaming. Doesn't have to be a gamer, but at least she's into video games, okay? Because you're not gonna work it out in long term with if you do not have some kind of similar interests. And this is a very huge part of my life, so I had to make
Yes.
sure that one of the checks, right? The
The
check
check
marks.
marks.
Cause yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm being real.
No, I never thought of
That's how
that.
it
I never
was.
thought of that. You're totally right.
Yeah, yeah, and
definitely some
um,
faults in my life on that one, but I ain't mean to cut you off. Definitely some
no, you're
faults
good.
in that part of finding a partner that understands how important this is to you. They
Yeah,
only see at first they could put on a good show the first couple months or whatever, but
it's
after a
always
while,
like that. Always a
yeah,
show.
Huh.
always. But yeah, continue, man. My bad, but yeah, I
Nah,
understand.
you're good. Yeah, that's how it is. Cause it's not about how what it is, right? It's about how important it is to you. You know, someone
Ooh.
could, cause someone might love hiking. You know, and if he goes hiking
Love
every
hiking.
day, and the person like goes away for 5 hours, and the person doesn't understand why they keep doing it,
Why
then
they're doing it every
just
day.
I mean, I'm just getting maybe not the best example,
No, good
yeah,
example still. I get it.
yeah. But regardless, schedule wise, I'm happy I have a wife that can help and take care of the kid. It just usually usually it is me and wife now. We wake up around 8 o'clock, a little bit earlier. Bring the at like 7:30.
Damn.
She wakes up like 7. We bring the kid to the school. We come back to the home. It's like a 10-minute walk. We come back to the home. I start streaming for like 3 or 4 hours until I have my part-time job. Then I go to the part-time job while my wife takes care of all of it, right? House and the kid.
Mm-hmm.
I work. I work till 7 o'clock. I come home at 8, and at 8 o'clock I have scrims. So I
The
scrim from
scrims,
8 till
yeah.
10. Yeah, 8 till 10 or 10 to 12, and then
Damn.
I try to spend some time with my wife,
Right.
and if I don't, there is gonna be 1 or 2 days where I will take a day off from everything. The only and then after the scrims, if anything, I'll turn on. If my wife is tired and she doesn't want to watch a late movie, she's gonna go to bed. I'm gonna turn on the stream again and try to
And
stream.
then get
That's what
some
I've
more
been
work
doing
in.
for the
Get some
last
more
month,
work done.
and get some work in. So I sleep like maybe 4 or 5 hours. I got used to it.
Sounds about
I don't
right.
think it's no, I don't think it's healthy. I feel it in my eyes. But besides that, that's how we keep going. And obviously there's other part-time jobs or gigs that help me survive, because at the end of the day, in current situation with me also having a second child on the way,
Yeah.
I end up paying for everything, including like recently, I help her. She used to pay for her phone bill and some other stuff, but she's not in a
You gotta
situation where
provide.
she can. I'm trying to survive. These past 2 months have been rough, but that's the situation of me living as a gamer, trying to compete in a freshly new competitive game with a wife
Also
and a
true.
second kid on the way. Yeah,
Man,
that is a
I definitely respect like the way you broke down your schedule on how everything goes because again,
He did
people
everything
that
right.
do content that want to do content and want to do I think it's easy. No, you don't understand how actually hard it is, especially when you're a parent. So like yo, it's my homeboy, the one is it that's in the gaming group, No Glitch Dynasty.
Yes.
We tell him every time, No Breeze has twins.
Oof.
This man has twins, bro. Their birthdays was just recently. They turned 3, but he has 2 twin boys, and the way he can still gather to go to work, still manage to take care of the kids, and then get on the game and still work on the game as well. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
hey, look, I only got one child, bro, and I'm all like, son, bro, what are you doing?
I don't
You know what I'm
have no
saying?
kids. I don't
Like,
know how you guys are doing it.
yeah, so it's like to see people that really wants that like that passion and really want to make it. That's why I always use like little stuff like that as motivation. So hearing your schedule because people don't understand how hard this is being consistent on top of dealing with life when life be lifing. So
yeah.
it's definitely respect like that. Like again, I look at parents that is doing content. I always respect them. Now I'm a parent myself, but when y'all doing it on a regular, consistent basis, y'all make it look easy. And then when
Yeah.
people really start doing this shit, I tell people, come on, take a trip in my shoes. You wear my shoes for a bit and understand the life that we got to do. Like you said, with the sleep schedule, like sleep, our mind is racing about the next thing we're going to do.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Parent, all you want to do is think about their future. So every day
Yeah.
you wake up, it's like when I take that step, it's for my son. You know what I'm saying? Now, and you having another cut child on the way, I can only imagine how your mind is racing. Your sleep,
Yeah.
the sleep, you're never going to sleep comfortably until we're living comfortably, doing what we love to
Yeah.
do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is. And that's just what it is. And we're going to fight for it because at the end of the day, we're it's not about us no more. We have a legacy to leave behind now. And like Commander, you talk like, oh, I just got a cat. You have a legacy to leave behind
Oh
now.
yeah, no,
You know what
I
I'm
got an
saying?
empire I'm building. That's a whole nother thing.
That's
But you
that's what
guys
I
have a
said.
lot more. It's
That's
a lot more
mm-hmm,
on the line. A lot more on the line, I will
mm-hmm,
say. Like the reason
mm-hmm.
why, like there was a time when I was younger when I was like, oh man, it'd be really nice if I had a family and started kids and all that kind of stuff. And then I started competing and I was really into it and I was like, well, I gotta travel, I gotta do stuff. Like even the girlfriends I was having at the time couldn't understand that I would just leave for each week, every other weekend or some stuff to another state, and they don't know what I'm doing, and then there's trust issues and all that kind of stuff that gets situated with it. Because like you said, if you
Classic.
don't date, if you don't date with content or date with intent and someone that is at least understanding of gaming,
Yeah.
then it's
Yeah.
gonna be a bad time. It's gonna be a bad time.
Tough.
I can say it. It was always a bad time. So, okay, go ahead, Arthur.
Yeah, my bad. Just to interrupt about the kid, one thing is about having kids is I understand how most people feel, and they are true that all kid can be in some ways like, you know, that it's rude to say a burden, but again, it's
Not a
very time
burden,
consuming.
but it's work.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's like in a sense like
It's costly.
it's costly and time consuming, right?
Yes.
And but at the same time, it negates everything because it gives you motivation, right?
Yes.
So
True.
so so since I had my first kid, obviously I lived and learned. Okay, so now I have like 5 hours less a day. You know, I wish one day was like 40 hours, but we live in reality in the 2024. But on a paper, when I have the kid, I realized, okay, so I have to work extra hours to make extra money, and also I have to spend all these hours with a kid that I love
The
to.
time.
But time is time is money,
Time is
and
literally our currency. Time is our
and
currency.
it is currency, and especially not to take away from anyone living in other states, but especially living in New York, if you do
Yeah.
not make money, you're not gonna survive. Like you
No.
just cannot.
I will tell you. I'll tell you straight up. So, actually, funny enough, because I think Weezy, you did the same thing I did. I moved from New York 9 years ago now, because I lived in the Bronx,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I worked 3 jobs at one time, and then I lived in Long Island for a little bit, and I tried to work there, and I tried to do different like tournaments to like make up for the rent and all this different kind of stuff, and then I was like, this is a lot of work.
Yeah, man.
and I was like, let's see what other states. And so I moved to Idaho, which I know everyone's like, why Idaho? But like, I have family out here. I was raised Mexican, and so like, they helped me out the first couple months. But like, also with the New York mind state that I had, with like that hustle mentality, I got my life together here in like less than 2 years, and now I have my own place. This is my office. Like, like, and I did all that, and it was the same. That my debate was starting a family in New York, or just leaving everything behind and starting my life all over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a rough choice, and I'm glad I did it. But I understand the people that didn't. I know a bunch of people still in NY that like you guys are doing it. You're making it work.
Yeah.
Back home in Philly, I know.
Yeah, you're from Philly, so it's the same thing.
Back in Philadelphia, I know people when I stayed in Maryland, down in Maryland,
Yep.
that's still stuck with
That whole
alcohol.
East Coast life is
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
Commando, just to actually confirm it with your decision, I think you did amazing decision
Oh,
by
thank you.
doing what you did.
Thank
And
you.
simply explain it, because
Yeah.
being not financially stable and raising a family in New York is very
It's not a good
mentally,
idea.
physically. It's not a good. It's on paper, and not only on paper, but in reality, it's
Right?
very very rough. But and also
Yeah,
you
very.
are in a you're in a position where you can start the family always a bit
Now
later,
I can start a
right?
family if I wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And you don't have to
I think that's
stress
super
about
dope.
when you're gonna if you're gonna make that extra $1,000 in the next
Yeah.
7 days because you have to
Yes.
pay the rent. Oh, and
Yes.
then there's an unexpected expense coming
Yep.
in,
Any
Well, and
unexpected
then
events.
yeah,
Oh,
like
they come out of nowhere.
Oh,
That's
and also,
crazy.
dude, paying like a kid, like literally the hospital, I believe, charges you guys, right? Like if you guys like
Yes.
have kids.
we have health insurance.
Oh, nice, good.
Yeah.
I don't have health
Yeah.
insurance, so I guess that's another thing I need to get.
Yeah. If you got health insurance, you're good to go. But
Yeah.
Good job,
But
well done.
that's
Good,
all.
smart guys,
Thank you. Yeah.
smart guys here, guys.
How
Get
much-
health
how-
insurance.
Imagine how mind-boggling, mind-blowing this, excuse me, this shit is. But to have a baby, you have to pay $20,000.
Right? That's what I heard.
To give a life
Yes.
How are you even supposed
Why
to
am I
pay
paying
anyone?
that?
Why am you pay me?
Yeah, you pay me for putting out that life. What
Yo,
you?
so understanding. That's why again, when I see people again, or I jump back to when you chase your dreams, bro, and understanding that life that you gotta live of, like, and especially when you're a parent, you should be like, okay. And then they talk about, yo, you don't be sleeping. I don't sleep. My mind is racing nonstop because you gotta worry about what's supposed to be paid, what's going on, then my future, my kids' future. Like it's everything is your mind is racing. Sleep. I feel like, and then the bad thing is, the sleep is very important. I feel like me going to sleep, I'm wasting time.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, why am I going to sleep? And that's my downfall. That's why I'm only sleeping for 4 hours or maybe just 5 hours, and I'm supposed to be getting the actual rest I need. Bro, it's rare that I can't. I don't sleep long because my mind. All right, let me get up and I got to. Everybody like, yo, you be posting, you doing good stuff. No, I'm posting to calm myself down. I need like so when you see me posting all of that, I'm posting my reels and stuff. I need to calm down because my mind is racing. I just feel like I need to do something. I can't
Which
sleep
hey,
without
that's not a
getting
bad
done.
thing. So funny enough,
Yeah.
personal story. Last night, I thought I was gonna go to sleep at a decent time. And mind you,
Yeah.
again, I don't have a family, so I'm doing this. This is
Right.
just me, just living my normal life. No, my mind equally races,
I'm
and so I
jealous.
ended up. I know. No, I ended up at like. I ended up. I was up to like 4 a.m. last night, and I ended up making
Yeah.
like 3, 4 different reels and editing
Yeah.
photos and like doing things. I was like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like, I don't.
yeah.
I was
Let's
like, I feel
go.
so like I need to do more things to
Do
get to
it.
where I
You
want to
gotta do
get.
it.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I
Yeah.
want to be.
Man,
I
you
want to
might
be like,
never
dude. I
stop.
want to be where you guys are at, dude. I want a seat of my own, but I want to make sure that when I have it, the money is not the issue. Everything else
That's
can be an
where
issue, but money will not be
that's
one.
where that's where I wish like I love my I look man, I can say it live and say man, I love my son to the world and back.
Oh, I know you do.
But god damn it, if I could have just pulled out that one night. You know?
That's what I said. That's exactly what I
Yo,
said when I
yo.
said I didn't mean burden.
That's what you
Like
meant. That's what you meant.
It was
it's
that
just
yo, you gotta understand this
I like I said,
I was
I'm
watching
not a father, so I get if
yo,
you guys both agree
yo,
that this is
bro.
a feeling.
Man,
I
I'll
agree
tell you
with you.
this right now. If I could, because I remember the day and everything. If I could take back me doing that double
You said you
that
remember
day,
the day. Crazy word.
nigga, I remember the day when it happened because I was like, no, I know this is gonna happen.
Bam.
She had just got off. I call it the Red Ranger. She just got off the Red Ranger, and she said, "Come here." I just came on for a
Meh.
double. I said, I'm gonna post up clips. I'm gonna post clips, and she said, "No, come in the room." I said, "This is a setup." I went in the room.
It's
I'm
set up.
already tired.
It's set
I
up.
said, "You do the rest." I laid back, and then the next thing you know, I never forget. I said, "Oh," she was like, "You?" I said, "Yup." That's all I did. Shook my head, "Yup." And then a couple weeks later, she called me. Was like, "Hey,
So
I'm." Yeah, and then the first thing I did was call my dad. I said, "Hey, Dad, she was and he was like, all right, look, well, you got two choices, son. He
oof.
said he said one, you can be there, or two, you if you don't be there, I'm just gonna be on your ass for the rest of your life.
Oh
So
damn.
how you want to take it?
Yeah, so
How
you
you want
gonna
to
be
take this shit? So
there.
then he hung up the phone. So I was like, clearly I ain't got no way running from this guy. So I was so that moment I was like, again, I love my child, love everything that my child is going is watching him grow is
Yes, but
amazing.
shout out to Weezy. Like, also, I've seen him. I've only known him for a fraction of the time I've been on this earth. But he is 100% a really good father. He's always taking his son out to everything. He's always stopping himself to like, nope, I gotta go hang out with my kid. Like he'll cut meetings off. He'll cut business things off, and like he is the father I hope to be. You know what I mean? Like so.
Yo, man, that's respect, bro. Yeah, you trying to make me cry live. That's why I'm looking away. I'm looking away.
I'm just saying, yo, credit where credit's due. And Arthur, Arthur, I've only known you a couple months as well. But like from what I pick up,
I'm okay.
nah, dude, he be celebrating, he be taking them out, he be stunting with his kids, yo. Like you guys are extraordinary fathers, extraordinary fathers.
My yeah. Thank you.
Dog.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro, but it's sad because us men, as fathers, and not even saying fathers, men, we don't know how to take
Compliments.
our flowers. We don't know how to take our flowers when it's getting. We don't
Oh,
like
I give out flowers before early. I want you to. I want to look in you in the eye when I give you your flowers.
no, bro. It's hard, but at the same time, we need that motivation to keep going to
Hell
let us
yeah.
know that you're doing it. Look, man, your kid's not bad. We're making it. We're
You guys are
surviving.
doing
Congratulations.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Doing it. And it's hard. It's times that we get in our minds that we like, man, I don't think this is I don't think we doing the right thing. That's just us in our head as men. But yo, we doing everything right, bro. Nobody give us a rule book of being parents. There's no guidebook of learning. Like it's called winging it. And that's all we can
Literally
do.
winging it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're
100%.
literally winging it every day, man. So definitely respect, man. Definitely
Yeah.
respect.
No, of course. No, I appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah.
Um, I know. Actually, no, we got some time. Actually, we're doing good. We're doing great on time. Love you guys.
No, that's good. That's good.
Because I do enjoy talking to you guys. I want you to know that I love coming through in the fireside and just having some real conversations.
Oh,
I learned so much about
Right, right.
like you guys are on a different level than I am. So
Mm-hmm.
We're all on our own level, brother.
you know, we're all doing our own
Different-
divine
yeah,
path.
different
We're all on our own divine path.
It's crazy that looking from 2019 to now, bro, I lived in from 2019 to 2025. I'm saying this right. Yeah, I stayed in Florida,
Yeah.
North Carolina, Atlanta. Oh, sorry, my phone went out. North Carolina. I stayed at Atlanta, North Carolina,
Yeah,
Florida,
Atlanta.
and now in Vegas. And now in Vegas.
4 different places. Damn.
That's a
Four
lot.
different
That's a
places,
lot of
bro.
moving.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of moving, and but I wanted to. This is the part of the journey that I wanted to chase of just chasing the dream. Like, yeah, you could easily do it from home and now, but no. I said, where can I move to that's going to get me closer to certain events that I need to do, that I'm going to do, that over time. I said, you know what, move. And at that time, and that's the only thing, the hardest thing about doing this now that I live in Vegas. All those states, because me and the mother and my child, we not together no more. But those states where I was living at, I had them with me.
Yeah.
I had them with me, and now living in Vegas, I just had him with me when we was at the first.
Yeah, and then he
event. Had
travels.
him with me. He was in the summer. He was with me for the summer.
Yeah.
And that was like the first time I had him with me on the West Coast, so he can enjoy that, get to see the vibe and everything, and it was amazing. But the part of when you seeing your child every day to now only seeing them on certain dates, it's a big adjustment. That's the only thing that is killing me while I'm chasing this dream. Is
Okay.
I wasn't prepared for this part of the move because I only could see him on certain dates. I could talk to him on the phone every day, but as a parent, I need to see you. I need to touch your elbow. I need to see you. It's not the same on the phone. Ain't the same. So that's why every day is a must that I have to do something that's going towards why I'm out here. Like, because
Yeah.
there be times that I get those brick wall moments or gates where it's like, what the fuck am I doing out here? Excuse me for the language. It's like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh God, yeah, look, this is why. When an event comes up, or when I do a tournament, or when I just live streaming, this is why I'm out here.
Yeah.
Because I want show him that, yo, this is you want this dream. It's a certain sacrifice you gotta make that for your future. And that's why every day is very, very important. And like when you hit me up about this, I wanted this. I wanted this because I wanted to show people that, again, dreams come true if you chase them. It's not gonna be easy. Life ain't easy. They ain't give us no rule book to survive out here.
Of course not.
Parents can tell us everything they can tell us, but you have to go through it yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you're in a relationship, you're like, yo, bro, I don't think that girl good for you. Like, no, man, whatever, man, I know she good. Alright, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
The own path.
you gotta experience that for yourself. You gotta go down that journey. So you can understand, damn, man, Commando was right. He told me not to go ahead, and I did it anyway, but I needed that.
Oh yeah, you got to take your own path. Yeah, everyone can get advice and recommendations and guidance.
Advice though. One thing you mentioned about like parents giving advice or whatsoever, right? Times are so different nowadays. Like a lot of advice that was given does not apply to the times we live in.
Hmm.
This is a completely different generation.
You're saying like
Internet,
parenting
social.
advice doesn't like transfer now?
No, I think yeah, my parents gave me a lot of different advice that actually contradicts of what I think I should have done.
Really?
Like for example, being financially secure, to make sure that my wife and kid have the best life, possible, instead of me working three part-time jobs and struggling month-to-month basis, right? So there's
Huh.
a lot of advice that, like, oh, you should go actually to pursue university, get a diploma.
Get a
But
degree.
honestly, most successful people doing their own thing with the passion that they build up a business with, and that starts from early ages usually when
Yes.
you want to pursue, right?
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
someone is telling you you have to go study, you have to get a diploma, it's taking you to a path that actually did not end up giving you nothing.
Hmm.
You know.
That is so
Okay.
freaking true.
I never
And the
thought
reason
about
why
that.
I'm being a passion, like no commander, he's saying everything right. I was told to, of course, go to high school. You graduate school, get your diploma. Okay,
Yep.
I got my diploma. What's next? Go to school again to get a degree and
To get a
stuff. You
degree.
gotta. Diploma don't mean nothing. Okay, I get it. It don't mean nothing. Okay, I go to school for culinary. And then
That's what
not
I did.
just going to school for basic culinary, I went for advanced culinary after I got done basic. So I did advanced culinary, went to a whole university, did that. Okay, so what's next? Oh, get a job in your field.
Yeah.
Okay, I get a job in my field. I'm doing everything y'all told me to do, and I'm still struggling. I said I'm so confused. Now when you start chasing when you do what you want to do, it's all no, you're doing this all wrong. It don't and now in today's world it don't apply. And as in our generation, we was the ones where we was in the middle to where shit was still old school, but things we was in the middle of changing. We was
Yeah.
in the middle of
Old
changing.
school,
We
but
didn't
new
know
stuff was
that.
happening.
We didn't know that. You told me to do all these great things that y'all did growing up or whatever that y'all was doing, and we did it, and we still in the shambles. We end up owning the school instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of actually succeeding for what we went to school for. I can have all the credentials as far as cooking and everything. I can document everything down, but they still didn't put me in a position that what I'm like what I'm doing now. This put me in a way better position that I ever did when I was in the kitchen. I worked from catering, 5-star, 4-star hospitals, nursing homes. I done did it all. They got to do with food businesses.
Yeah, it's funny. I forget that we were in the same field.
It, it's simply the bracket of the living cost and the
Yes.
salary, because with you being a cook and having such an experience, a diploma for cooking, you would have a private house and 2 cars. I promise you that 40 years ago.
Oh
You would
yeah,
have a
40 years ago.
private.
Oh
No,
yeah.
40, like let's say 40, like when my dad is almost 70. So yeah, like 40, like,
Back in the
like,
day, it would have been great.
yeah. And working 2 jobs, he would have a Lamborghini,
Yeah, right.
2 more cars, and probably a villa somewhere.
I see what you're
So,
saying now. I see what you're saying.
so working again, uh, not an advice to, like, we're not giving advice. Please pursue your diploma schools, but make sure that
Yeah, but for your goals.
Yeah, it has to be your passion, your goal, something you actually want to pursue, or you end up kind of wasting many years of life, in a sense. Like,
Which
you could have been doing something that will actually give you results in the future.
I will
Instead
say, I will say. So I also pursued culinary as well, but I did it out of necessity because New York. Like that's just my first job. I got downtown Manhattan, like right across the street from Wicked, and like that job, like they just told me a bunch of stuff. Like if you keep doing this and you keep following this, like you can get somewhere. And that was the same time where I started video gaming at the same time, and I was like, well, yeah, but also I just see this kid just win like 100,000 in a tournament in like 2 days, and you want me to work. You want me to work all year to make what he just made in one go.
Yeah.
And so like so it was a hard balance of like, no, I want to do a tournament. I'll go do a tournament, try to win a little bit of like a bank to pay bills. And then I did go to culinary school. I did the whole. I worked at American Girl doll store in Manhattan, up to the
Yeah,
top at the
yeah.
5-star restaurant. I got my degree. I got all my stuff, and then
Uh huh.
what I did instead was that I used all that money, and I threw it into gaming, so that
Yeah,
I had no
yeah.
choice.
Same. That's same.
And then
Same,
I
brother.
moved, like when I moved out here. Yeah, the first couple jobs I got, because my resume, I can get a job at any culinary place I want.
Anywhere, anywhere,
Yeah,
anywhere. The
and they
resume
pay
will
you
always
really
speak for
well. So
itself.
if you just like kind of like use them as a footstool, make a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
get yourself situated, and then be like, all right, thanks guys, and then
We
just
didn't learn
leave.
that when we were kids. We
No,
didn't learn
no, we
that when
didn't
we were
learn.
school.
No, I
We
learned that.
learned
I learned that
it
for.
that
I learned that because of New York. New York teaches you how to
no,
fucking
yeah,
evolve
no.
very quickly.
You have to work. You have to work at a place for a good while to where you like, okay, I made enough to where I can start my own
I can do
type
my
of
own
deal,
thing.
and that yeah, yeah, and I feel like it fall back on schools as well. A lot of schools don't teach you that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
They don't want
no,
to teach. They just want you
no.
to, they set you up for the corporate lifestyle, understanding that you're always going to be. Hey, look, we got to keep you here. They will teach you enough to get you. It's
They'll
really up
teach
to
you enough to
you
be an
and
employee,
your
but not enough to be a
creativity.
boss.
Yeah, yeah. It's up to you to be create your mind and and your drive and will have to really take it to that next level. They will
Yeah.
keep you to where like, no, we're gonna keep you right here. Like, hey, look, we're gonna teach you everything you know, but stay right here. You have to work and work and work and work and work. I was there for so long, and I
Mm.
not saying wasted. I gained. It was some in that
You
journey. I
gain
gained right
knowledge.
people. Yeah, you gain knowledge, but I just like I've been here for so long, and I just woke up one day in 2019. I said, "No, that's it. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going full time in this. I'm going
That's good.
raw, full time." Yeah, and it was risky. It was risky. My
Well,
son was
so
1 years old, but yeah,
one of the things that I did want to touch on, uh, because I know Arthur, you do a lot of esports, and like esports is lucrative in money. Like it's kind of win or loss. It is based on your skill. It's very much you make the money that you work for. I do a lot of content creation, which is more
oh,
just brands come and pay me to do things, and as long as I do it
yeah,
on time, I get some kind of money. What is your monetization? Because you've built a community now. You've been in a bunch of communities. What is your monetization like strategy? Like, what do you base yourself on? Do you base yourself on streaming? Do you go to tournaments? Is it based on your merch? Like, what's your monetization mind frame?
You're asking to me, right?
Well, both of you. I mean, I was
Oh,
asking to,
oh,
yeah. Well, I was saying that
okay.
you have, because you have esports, and I know how
Mhm.
that kind of works, and I do content creation, which I know how that kind of works. But I wanted to see, since Wheezy has done esports, you've been streaming for some time.
yeah,
You've done live events. You've made. I've seen your merch. You've had merch.
yes, sir.
So like,
Go ahead. Let's do it again. Then you start, and I'll follow up.
yeah.
All right, and it's crazy that you say esports because I work for Velocity Esports out here in Vegas.
Oh,
I
look at
work at a
that.
restaurant, and I game is and it's a gaming restaurant as well. But I do that there. But now as far as the gaming with esports, it's more of I get my funds and stuff from because when I started doing my streaming stuff, like my content and everything, I had met someone in Florida that was like, "Hey, if you stream these hours, I don't matter if you get 0 to 100 viewers. If you stream these certain hours throughout a month, we'll pay you monthly,
Uh-huh.
and we'll get that going monthly." But it started off slow, but it ended up being like, "Oh shit, I can really." That's when 2019 I said I can quit my job and do this. I can give you all this hours. So I was doing that for a while, but then when I had got into the esports as far as the tournament wise, as fighting games and stuff, that ended up being one of my main income because esports they do with the tournament is you don't have to come in first place to win. Like if you crack
True.
a top part in the ranking, you can still walk out with something.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
a good
So it's
point.
not saying like, of course, the goal is we go to a tournament. I want to win. I'm going to win. You know what I'm saying? But we being real. There's some people that are a little bit cracked out. There's some people a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So I can admit that to where it's like, all right, if I can crack top five or crack, let me be in the mix to where I can still get the connections
You'll still get paid too.
I still get paid. Yeah, I still get paid.
Okay.
So with me out here working at Velocity Sports Restaurant, they give me free tournament entry fees at the HyperX Arena
Oh, nice.
to where they can give me tournaments to where I don't have to pay. I could just go there, show my work shirt or show a badge or whatever, and I can pay in
You
tournament.
get
I
free
play in
entry,
tournament
and
I
then
want.
you win. That's nothing but income.
That's nothing but income, and on top of I get paid, and then if I win, I get a that goes on as tips as far as my job. I work at Velocity Sports, so if I win at a HyperX Arena, they'll put extra tips on my next up and coming check.
Damn.
So it's like, you know what?
Jesus.
I'm totally stuck in with Velocity. Like this place, Esports Restaurant, they
Okay.
got me till I can't be there no more because I can still, besides the cooking part, I can still do what I love to do, and that's game, and still make money off of the gaming as I'm doing my live streams and everything. So
I do love how you combined you combined your skill
Yeah.
of cooking
Look,
with your esports love,
I'm
and
ready.
you
wow.
found the business that is literally doing both for you. Well done.
Wow,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, living life.
That's the dream,
That's
yeah.
the dream.
yeah, man. And it didn't really hit me until like I say about, and I've been working at this place. I moved out here in August of last year, so I didn't find this job until October, and I've been working there since. And I just understand that it didn't hit me till like probably last month. I was like, yo, I'm doing two things that I love. Because at the end of the day, I will always love cooking. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can tell, I'm not no small boy. I gotta eat.
No, I'm
So
glad you actually
uh,
love cooking. I
I
did it
love.
just for the
I
necessity.
love. No. At first, it
I'm glad you
wasn't.
actually like
What
it.
got me into cooking? Yeah, what got me into cooking wasn't the food. As a kid, my dad was a truck driver, and we would always be on the road, and we would go to restaurants and stuff like that. What got me into kitchen was the sound effects of the sizzling, the pots and pans, the spatulas, and
Wow.
hearing the people talk in the kitchen. Yo, we need, hey, we need to
You like the
I hear
ambiance of
all
the
this.
kitchen.
That's what got me in the kitchen,
That's
bro.
great.
That's
I
what got
have
me.
never heard that. 'Cause
I've
I
never
like
heard
the
that.
way the environment sounds.
Yeah, that. But I'm all like, I'm in there just. Because every restaurant I used to go to every state and every restaurant with my dad and stuff, and I always hear, especially and I always get it from a breakfast restaurant. That was my dad loved breakfast, so I would hear them. Hey, we need some egg, we need this, we need sausage, we put that on the grill, and I hear the spatula, and I hear the
The
sizzling of the
sizzlings.
almonds. I hear, bro, that sizzling sound was like,
That's
this is
so
amazing. Oh
crazy.
wow! And then hearing so I fell in love with the control chaos of the kitchen
Yeah.
instead of the food. Yeah,
That's
yeah, this
so
country
funny,
was,
dude.
yeah, yeah. I fell in love. I fell in love with the sound effects of the kitchen. Yes,
That's
yeah,
funny.
that's what got me. Yeah.
Arthur, I believe you wanted to do a touch point on the previous question that we had.
Sure, I can. For me, it's at this moment not so much about income because I am playing a tier 3 game that is not very big.
What does that mean,
If
tier
you want
three?
like there's tier one, tier two, tier three. Tier one would be like CS2, Dota,
Oh,
League of Legends, right? Tier
okay.
two would
Oh,
be like Rocket League, maybe
Oh,
Overwatch, and then tier three is like Predecessor and some other smaller games that don't have that
oh,
much player base.
okay.
But
okay,
they
okay.
still
Let's
have
go.
Yeah, I didn't even know
yeah, but
that.
they still have some esports tournaments. Like the one I went, for example. That's why New York is rough. I didn't end up working 8 days because I went to a LAN event for 35,000, and my team finished fourth from 10 teams. It was
Fourth.
Yeah,
Wow.
NA in Europe, but unfortunately came home empty-handed because only the first three teams got the preseason
Oh,
invite. So I end up coming home empty-handed. I spend money there, and I have like 10 days to figure out where I'm gonna make $1,500.
Yo, I feel you
I
on
felt
that.
that.
I
I
feel you
feel
on
that,
that.
bro. I feel that,
Because
man.
I,
Oh my
and
gosh, I feel
I
you.
came in with confidence. With before I left, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna bring at least 4K. I got you. I'll give you some money. You can buy you some nice." And I
We're
come
gonna
home
do
empty
this.
handed. Not even able to pay the rent. But
Which I feel you. I feel you. As a content creator,
Yo,
it's the
bro,
same
I
thing.
respect you. I
It's the
respect you,
same
man.
exact thing. So then
yeah,
my question is for you, Arthur. So all right, because when I competed, I only did shooters, and then
yeah.
I dabbled in fighters, but I only did shooters. Like I do like GameStop tournaments, and like I did a couple
Mhm.
MLGs and like local land events, like. And then I did back when game battles was a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing, but I use game battles a lot. Do you
Yeah.
do tournaments in between your major tournaments to make income?
No, there is no other tournaments. The game is not that big. They only have like
Oh,
four seasons, four series of each season, like a tournament. So every what is it? Every 3 months, there's a tournament for like now they made there was 25,000, now it's 50,000. So it's going
okay.
up. Hopefully, we see organizations. When organizations are interested, obviously they sign the teams with the players' contracts. I'm assuming
Mm.
tier three game it would be approximately $500 to $1,000 a month, which is okay, right, for tier three game. Because at
Not
the end of the
bad.
day, yeah, it's not bad, right?
It's
Um,
not bad at all.
Mostly my income is from my only income recently was from streaming, donations, subscribers, some of them on Twitch, and I won the online PCC champion, which was like the best American team in that game, and we won. And we divided $5,000 for the first place.
Oh,
That's what's up,
nice.
man.
Sorry, not 5,000, $6,000. So it was twelve
It's even
hundred
more.
dollars just
That sounds fantastic.
playing, yeah, playing two games. So, yeah, if you want to make money specifically from esports, you either have to, either have to play the tier one games, and like Wheezy mentioned, in those games you finish top eight, you still get
Yep.
paid.
You still get
You
You
know,
still
something.
get paid.
yeah. So, but again, the player base is 10 times more.
Yeah, because it's
But
Yeah, a hundred
saturated.
percent. Because remember,
100%.
Commando at PAX East when we did I did a Tekken when I did the
Yes,
Tekken
that's
tournament
right.
and I was on TV and all that stuff. That was I didn't even know it was 700 competitors
It was
that was
seven
on there. I
hundred.
didn't even
Oh,
know.
damn, yeah.
It was 700. I didn't even mind you. I'm just walking around. Not. I'm like, oh, this is my first time at PAX East. Then I saw the Tekken tournament, and I saw all the computers and stuff for just the regular, just the oh, just the start everything off. Me not knowing that I was going to go on, like I ended up winning like almost 20 to 30 games, and then after we won the main game, it was like, all right, you better go on the main stage. I was like, bro, I did not know any of this, so everything that happened, I
Yep.
didn't even know what was going on.
That's the best
So
part.
and then because I ended up going, I ended up leaving empty-handed. But the part was, I think that's why I knew about the top. Like we said, the top eight. I finished fucking 10th that time. I finished
Oh,
10th.
damn.
From
And not
700,
knowing,
close
yeah, and
Damn,
enough.
I was
so
going
close. Both of
with
you guys getting
well,
so goddamn close.
yeah. So
Ugh.
when I saw when I beat the guy that was on stage, and I ended up beating, I had to face the other guy, and he killed me with Victor on Tekken, and
Fuck.
not noticing he got eliminated like right after, and I was like, I was that close, not knowing I was gonna be in the top
You
eight.
could have actually
I was
made something
almost,
out of that. You could have came home with something. See, I think that's
yeah,
what turned me off of tournaments.
yeah,
Because I
Yeah.
won maybe 5 or 6 tournaments my whole life. I've probably entered
yeah.
like 40.
No, that was
And those constant losses were getting to me.
yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah,
all right, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I enter 10, I win 1. And it's like, dude, but I also, like, a lot of times back in the
Yeah.
day, you had to pay the entry fee. And, like, so, like,
Yeah.
I was
And
paying,
those
like,
ones
$20 to $50 to get in. And constantly losing.
Those the one hurt. Those ones hurt the most. The entry fees, man.
I was getting
Because it's like,
sick.
all right, I'm putting
I was like,
most
there
of
has
my
to be
bag.
another way.
Right, right,
So
right.
it's funny enough because I think you guys both said it, and I think we got a little bit of time? Yeah, we got like 6 minutes left. Um,
Okay.
I did want to touch on it because I actually didn't. I didn't realize, Arthur, you brought up a really good point. So, do you guys feel in this day and age, like, is it more feasible to try and go for content creation other than trying to go as a competitor for like esports and like competing in games?
The first one, the content.
You think
The
okay?
content.
We live in a society and generation where consumption is at the highest it ever has been.
And
True.
yep.
Besides tele, yeah, not even talking about the not so far long time ago, the only consumption of content we did was television.
Television.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yep.
so and esports is I think a lot more people like every kid has a PC at home nowadays or
At
Yep.
console.
this
So
point, yeah.
so the competition, but it comes to every industry. I feel like the world also is quite populated right now comparing to again to 40 years ago. It is declining now, but again, it did rise up quite
There's a lot of us.
heavily. Yeah,
Right.
a lot of us. So esports is like all in. If you, it's like it for me at this moment. It's like soccer, basketball, or any sport. If you want the kid to become a professional esports player, and it only makes sense in my books. It only makes sense when you compete in the top games. You need to put the
Yep.
kid. You need to put the kid in a mentality that he's actually practicing and he's gonna make money out of it. Otherwise,
Yep.
I would not have a kid spend 10 hours of day
You're
not
wasting their time
wasting
on it.
time, not
I know you.
wasting
I know
okay.
you said. I said
There's,
it.
there's yeah, there's socializing, critical thinking. There's pros and cons. Maybe it's not so good for your eyes. But I've been playing since I was 7 years old. I don't have glasses. I'm
True.
chilling.
I
True.
know.
You know,
Same. I only wear glasses for the blue light now.
it,
No,
it's
I get it.
mostly genes, but I'm just saying, regardless, if the kid is spending that 10 hours, you can use that 10 hours actually him trying to, climb the ladder and maybe compete in the future
That's
if he
true.
really is into the gaming. Because nowadays you cannot just like start late and then, oh, I'm gonna try this game and I'm gonna compete. No, because there's
Not
some guy
not today.
that has been playing this
That
game
I've
for
been
at least
training him since birth.
that, yeah, bro, you was born, bro. There's some people in Counter Strike that are 36-year-old in-game leaders, and they're still shooting the
Yep.
heads
$36.
and
Jesus.
making, yeah. And then there's a guy that's 17-year-old guy, and that guy that was 36, he already played that game when that kid was born, bro. And
Yeah.
that kid,
Yep.
yeah, he did. And
Yeah.
Counter Strike has been since like
Yeah, Counter Strike has
1.4.
been out for
So
so long. Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
their
I'm
player
not
range
saying.
range from like literally like 15 to like
You
fucking
yeah,
70.
you cannot nowadays. You cannot just start a game and be like, I'm gonna make money
I'm
off
gonna
of
be
this.
good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a pro Overwatch
bro.
player.
Nah, all the pro. First of all, there's pro teams, orgs. There's coaches, team
There's
analysts. There's
coaches, analysts.
infrastructure, everything. Like
Yeah,
all these
there's
pro
literally an
teams,
infrastructure now.
they don't. I'm telling you, all these pro players, they do not have life. What happens is
Nope.
they have too many tournaments, big major tournaments every month,
And
every
they're just
second month. And
hopping,
what happens
training,
is that
hopping, training.
they're ranked training, ranked scrims, ranked scrims
Yep,
again.
that's their life.
End of the day, 10 p.m. right before sleep, they watch replays, VODs to analyze, and then they go sleep,
Yep.
rinse and repeat. That's the
Yep.
reality of it. It's
And
not
nobody really understand it.
no
And they were like, oh, I want to do this, and it's sad because again, prime example, in today's world, matchmaking system is broken. So it's like
Yeah.
you're liable, like you said, you're liable to go with an opponent that's, they said, 17-year-old just learning, like, oh, I'm about to go do this now, and going against a pro the first day. I'm like, well, damn, what the hell just happened? Because prime example, I play 2K, and I don't.
Yeah,
I
you're
got on with my
sports.
boys, and we ended up playing 3v3 basketball, and we loaded up. That first game we loaded up our team. The first game we played was number one ranked in the world. I said, why are we playing the number one ranked in the world the first day? Like, what happened?
You're not getting nowhere.
And like, I was like, yeah, this is the type of fun we about to have today. This is not about to be good. So understanding that, like, yo, you have to start them, like you said, with kids that's doing gaming and stuff. You got to start them young. My son loves Dragon Ball Z, Sparking Zero, and to see him really like, and he's only 6. You see what I'm saying? Like,
so like, that's a good way to start off a kid.
Yeah. And he's in love with it, and the fact that he knows his combos, knows his special moves.
Oh damn!
It be the point where I'm looking at the controller. I'm like, hold on.
I was gonna say he about to work me. Damn.
Push X and B at the same time. Okay, now I know. But yeah, he's learning moves that I didn't even like know how to do in the game. So understand, I was like, oh no, you're about to get on the game and practice, son, because I know that this is what you want to do. So I was like, you just like me. So I see the excitement in your eyes when you're playing the game. So I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna turn this. We're gonna make the hours out of. You're gonna be on there 4 to 5 hours. Hey, we're gonna do some real sessions. Okay. It start off easy. Then I'm gonna make it hard for you. I want you to get mad and get upset and cry. We're gonna find a way to beat this opponent. You gotta start them young, man. So you said it right, bro.
Yeah.
But make something out of it. You can even like I don't know how it's gonna be with my daughter, but she loves gaming. She's like, well, she finished us. I am super proud of it, but at the same time not. But again, she sees me gaming. She sees her mom playing PlayStation, and when she was 3 years old, she finished Astrobot. Well, she was 3 years old.
What?
Yes.
What? I'm sorry. What? I know grown men that can't finish fucking Astrobot. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bro, 3
what?
Years old, bro.
Nah, 3 years is wild.
Yeah, thank you. I'm like, I think it's a little bit too early, but when she grows up, I'm gonna be like, hey, if you don't mind, do you want me to turn on the stream and maybe put a cam and I'll.
She's gonna have some fucking. Like, she's gonna have like neural like skills that we will never possess.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, she's
like, dude. Imagine if we played video games at 3 years old.
I mean, I started. I
I didn't touch my first video game till I was like 4 or 5. But that's because I was poor.
I mean, PC 7, but Sega Genesis. I think I started when I was 5.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So we're like you guys said earlier, we are in a different time where we have so much technology and stuff. So like, yeah, we can teach these kids way earlier than we can, than what we got.
Bro, those kids are in touchpads in like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, she's like like she's like.
I still don't know how to work a fucking touchpad.
Like, yeah, she's like clicking everything fast and like. Damn, man.
Yeah, no, they're gonna shit on us. They're gonna shit on us. Yeah. They're gonna be so fucking smart when they get our age.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, I know I kept you guys long enough. I thank you so much. We are around the time, and I know everyone got stuff to do. I did want to say one more time, thank you guys so much. Arthur, you know I love chatting with you. One of my favorite co-hosts. Like, guy has so much knowledge and he is so diverse in the esports field. Gotta love him. And then shout out to our guest Wheezy NGD.
Yes,
making
sir.
sure I got it this time. I
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, father, content creator, streamer, esports player. Do you have any?
And most importantly, a gamer.
Yes, and that's all it is. Yep, you're right. This is Fireside Gamer Stories. This is all it is. You don't have to be excelling in gaming. You don't even have to be a basic gamer. Just someone that has a love for the industry, a love for the passion, and that's all we're here for. And I love that we all have that same connection. That regardless of what field we in, we do just enjoy playing games with our fellow people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Wheezy, before we end it, is there anything you want to shout out? I know you got a lot of different communities that you work with and a lot of different stuff you do. This is your time right now. Anything you want to say to the masses? You know, shout out to your socials and all that kind of stuff. Any kind of projects you're working on, let us know.
The only big thing I'm gonna end it with
just a motivational little quote and a
We can get
motivational speech, man.
motivationals too. Yeah, let's get the motivational
Go.
in.
Yeah, my thing is, yeah, all my socials is gonna be Wheezy. It's 1E, 5Z's. Once you load the 5Z's up and with the Y, you will definitely see all my socials. We're gonna put that in there for sure. But always I tell people, man, when it comes to chasing your dream, no matter how hard life go, the roadblocks and walls, whatever that happens come your way, you fight through it because that light at the end of the tunnel, man, is the best thing ever, man. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. I see it. I see it. I'm still moving the gravel and the rocks out the way, but at the same time, dreams come true if you chase it. Stop half-assing yourself. You get half-ass results.
Mm.
Put the effort in.
Mm.
Put that time in.
Mm.
We got this.
Cook it.
That's all win.
Let them know.
You feel me?
Hey,
That's all win.
love that.
Mhm.
All right, and with that,
Yes, sir.
thank you guys again, Arthur, Wheezy. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to chat with me. Appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to Long Island Gaming League. You already know, Fireside Gaming Stories. We're here for you guys, teaching you guys, letting you know our stories, letting you know our paths. And yeah, until next time, guys, take it easy. We'll see you next time.
We out of here. Yes, sir.